Hey you! So today we have the Lord Drakkon Legacy figure from Bandai. This is the Power Morphicon exclusive only, so you can't get him anywhere else. I absolutely love the case for this. He looks stunning. I kind of wish all of them came like this because it would actually stand out a lot more. So we have this lovely picture of Lord Drakkon sitting on his throne, silver text, logo here, logo there. On the side it just says Lord Drakkon. On the back here, you have a lovely picture of the actual toy itself and kind of text. If you want to read it, pause the video. There we go. On that side, you just see some of more Lord Drakkon there. And on the top, Power Rangers. On the bottom is the barcode. So, and on the inside here, we've got a lovely picture of Lord Drakkon. Again, if they didn't do the case thing, like the sleeve, this would be really cool. And I kind of wish, again, all of it was done for this. So we have Lord Drakkon in the middle here, and then we have Saba, as well as the Dragon Dagger. Now, I kind of really wish, like, if you've not read the comics, he actually rips Saba's head off. So I think it'd be really cool if he had that. But I think also in the comics, like one of the covers, he actually has Saba. But it'd be really cool if they just had it without the head. I think that would have made it even better. Let's open this bad boy and have a look inside. So here is Lord Drakkon out of the packaging, and I've got to admit, he looks really, really cool. The thing that really stands out when you look at the figure is the red visor. I just think that looks absolutely stunning. I really like the fact that he's got the kind of red eyes here and the red jewel, and it does look more like the White Ranger helmet than it does with the Green Ranger. On the side of his helmet here, you can see that it goes off like that, so you can see just there, and in a way, it's kind of glittered, I think, the visor. When we look at the shield here, I really like the kind of glitter in the green. That kind of stands out. I just think that the way the character design is, it looks very different compared to like a normal Ranger. I really like the gold trim here. The kind of like mustardy gold doesn't really bother me. It kind of works well with this figure compared to, say, the gold Zeo Ranger or anything like this. I also really like the gold bands that go around here, and then you can see the kind of joints. You see his abs. Now I noticed, and I may show later, is I thought that just underneath here you'd see some sort of black where the diamond is, but you don't. You also have the armband or the shield bands just there on both sides. Yeah, I think that looks really cool. As we move down here, I really like the kind of the gold trim there, as well as the green. The belt is fantastic. Originally I thought it would look different with the power coin. I thought they would have had a generic Green Ranger coin, but it looks slightly different, which I think looks kind of cool. I put this the sash on there, or the sheath, so that the Dragon Dagger can actually fit there. Also on this side, as you see, I think like just here I can see the one thing I'm not kind of impressed is you've got the kind of lines which look fine for like the diamonds on the cuffs, but it looks like just there it runs straight down and it doesn't kind of go with it. I think that's just obviously the joining process, but apart from that, it kind of really stands out. So as we move down to the last part of his boot, we can see the kind of glitter stays in the actual green. It's not changed. The only thing I would have kind of liked is maybe some lining to features here, so some black lines to kind of make it stand out so you can see it more, or just normally have kept it all gold. We can see there's more green there and green there. Nothing really kind of on the boots. I can see some kind of paint running into that one, but it's not too bad. Same thing on the back. We've got the same sort of normal joints. I kind of think these ones look like figure art ones, so Bandai have probably used the same sort of ones for this one. You've got the gold trim. It comes out, so rather than just being kind of flat, you can see that they actually come out that way, which again is a very nice touch. But I'm kind of almost really impressed with the back as well. Normally you don't get things painted on the back, but I'm really glad you did with this one. The shield still really does stand out. There's glitter here, the gold is pretty much almost spot on. Only here is like a kind of tiny bleed into it, but I'm not bothered because this is just going straight on display. I love the gold bands at the back, also that they're edged in, and again here you can see the kind of the shield armbands, things, whatever, the kind of straps linking in. You can see where all the joints are as well, which is absolutely fine. And I really like here, rather than it being on, say, this side and on the inside, you've got these kind of like cuffs going up. If they turned into a blade to kind of go up, I'd be very impressed. But I really like this figure at the back. I think it's awesome. We've got even the band here. Now I thought that this would have been possibly black, but you know, when seeing it in the comics, it's all green, so it's a very nice kind of color. The only thing is I can kind of say is it's kind of up and down. It's not kind of straight, but I kind of like that because it gives the figure, you know, kind of more life. And then kind of really briefly, we've got the back of the helmet, which is kind of just plain. There's nothing there. And we've got the kind of gold kind of horns, and then we've got the kind of black part up here, which again kind of makes the figure stand out. As always, as you know, we do kind of a stress test. So let's have a look at kind of feet. That's absolutely fine. They kind of twist around depending on which way you have them. Again, move that one there. You can move the foot all the way around, like so, but we'll put it all the way back because why not? So the leg is kind of really bendy, just like so. And then again, here, it's kind of really bendy too. The legs move all the way around. They are a tad bit loose, but to be honest, once you set it in a pose mode, he won't do. And the sash is just falling off the sheath. So arms can only go up to that point, but you can kind of turn them around. It does kind of click, which I kind of like there. Kind of click there, so it's all fine. This one's a little bit kind of stiffer. Yours may differ if you get him. You get the head, that moves all the way around, like so. And his torso moves up. So you can move him around like so. Let's have a look at the kind of accessories. Now, I was really kind of like impressed that you get the kind of tiger coin in that one. You've got the kind of little teeth, they are there, and the gold, especially when you look at the blade here. Now I know on the toy, I think that you can kind of see through. It's really hard to actually kind of focus, so I hope it is. The black there, the red eyes, like kind of on top is fine. So you see quite a fair bit of it, which I was quite impressed. Even like the kind of little metal things there, the kind of bolts. I was very impressed with that one. Even with the dragon dagger, like you can see here, the gold circle, kind of near the tip of it as well, the gold, it looks absolutely fine. Even the dragon sword, or the dragon coin, when you turn it on the side, you've got more kind of detail here. I absolutely love it. Even the gold piping too. This really works well. I think this is the best dragon dagger kind of accessory that I've seen. I know that I had the kind of metallic set with the fighting spirit, but bam, this looks absolutely spot on. I kind of really wish that the end was kind of gold, but for what you've got here, boom, this is perfect. I kind of thought this would be kind of plain, but this has definitely been worked on, and this is actually really nice. One thing I also got was the actual throne. I had to have this with the figure because it's kind of a set. It'd be like having the Green Ranger without the dragon dagger. I generally really like the way that this is detailed. It is pretty much like Lord Zed's throne to me. One thing that I think would have looked amazing is if you had the kind of dragon coin etched in the back. But just the way that this feels and the way it is just absolutely stunning. The color, the texture, everything makes it a definite if you can get hold of it. And of course, we always have to put Lord Drakkon in it. So it also looks kind of really weird at the same time. I generally thought that you would have more with it, that it would be kind of built to scale, so it kind of is. But, you know, when you pose it properly, it would look absolutely stunning, and it's a must for any collector if you can still get this. And there we go, Rangers. There is Lord Drakkon. He is possibly one of the best legacy figures that I have. I really like the way that he looks, and he's badass in any sort of position that you put him in. Looking back, I really like the design on the chest with the coin. It reminds me very much of the previous Rangers, of like the old toys where you had the stuff on the chest. So that really works out. The colors design, everything that works with him works really, really well. So Rangers, your question of the day is, would you like to get this figure if you could, or would you pass on him? Let me know down below in the comments, and if you've liked this video, like, favourite, comment, and consider subscribing. Check out all the other videos on the channel, and as always Rangers, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a bit.